Tonight, Jesus meets a man named Jairus, who is a ruler of the synagogue. So let's talk about this. Now, the word synagogue comes from the Greek word synago, which means to gather or to bring together. It was a Jewish institution for the reading and exposition of Holy Scriptures. Now, they originated perhaps even as early as the Babylonian exile and the dispersion. Think about it. Well, they cannot worship in the temple anymore because, well, it was destroyed. Thanks, Babylon. So they gathered together for worship and reading of Scripture. And after the dispersion, Jews were removed from their land and were living basically all over the known world. Synagogues began to pop up wherever Jewish people were able to sustain it. And so by the 2nd century BC, the Pharisees assumed a leading role in the synagogues. And by the 1st century AD, when Jesus walked the earth, synagogues were a strong institution found all over the known world. Now, the main purpose for gathering was not so much worship, but rather it was reading of the Holy Scriptures. And this makes sense. Coming out of the exile, rabbis were emphasizing the importance of knowing the law. Now, there were 2 officials overseeing the synagogue. The top official was the ruler of the synagogue, and he was in charge of everything from the building to appointing readers. And then there was the minister, who mainly was in charge of caring for the scrolls. And even though the main purpose for gathering was the instruction of the law, it was also a worship service. I mean, after all, they had readings from different parts of Scripture. They had prayers and music, kind of like we do today. If a priest or a Levite was there, he would have a role in the readings or the sermon, but if not, it was done by laity. So there you go. A little bit about synagogues, and that's enough today for our Historical Minute.